Yo,
Oh,
Chicago Sports Hub in this bitch. Man, we got a lot of shit to talk about. Let's just put it that way. Let's just get right into it. Man, Sway, UFC 280, let's dive a little bit deeper into it. I know you covered it. Sean O'Malley got that yeah, we'll start with Sean O'Malley because it was like the biggest topic of discussion. Sean O'Malley got a split decision victory over Peter Yan, and Peter Yan had 6 takedowns and 6 minutes of ground control time, which is and I believe he got robbed. I don't know. I just want to hear y'all thoughts on the Sugar Sean and Piotr Yan fight.
y'all can go first.
well, obviously Jan got robbed. Honestly though, man, it was a good fight, bro. It wasn't a terrible fight. Obviously, we see that Sean O'Malley he can hang with the big dogs,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously I think what won him the fight is gonna be the moments and the shit that happened in the fight. But other than that, it was really all Jan for me. But it was a bogus fight. It was a good fight. It was a good fight, but it was bogus. It was a bogus result. But that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know about UFC though. It's who
Hmm.
if it's a close fight, they're always gonna favor that guy who's got a little more pep to their name. Uh
Hmm.
Mhm.
Man, the more I look at the fight though, because I went back and rewatched it because I did think it was a complete robbery. I
Hmm.
will say it was a really close fight.
It was.
And the six takedown didn't really do much for me either if I scored the fight a second time because he didn't really do nothing from there. He had one good moment on the ground.
Hmm.
Aside from that, I didn't really see nothing crazy. But I don't know if it was robbery. It is what it is. We'll see what O'Malley got next. I did want to say though, I just seen Jan's talking about possibly leaving the promotion. He said he feels disrespected and some other things, but I don't know. I think it's totally on him. The judging has nothing to do with the UFC. It's the commission from the state. So um, I don't know. I don't
And
know what's next
there's
for
no
Jan. Obviously,
consistency there, Lil J.
Yeah.
There's no consistency in the judging, which is really a big problem. You got to have the same guys out there who are experienced, who've been doing this shit since this shit started, who know what the hell, how to score fights properly. We've seen some crazy decisions. Like, what about Lee Jingling getting robbed against
Damn,
Rodriguez?
Rodriguez.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
we
mm-hmm.
there's gonna be
I
some
agree.
consistency there. I just think that that's the way to fix these, like bogus. I think it's not a complete rivalry, but Peter Yan should have won the fight with, he did it on points. He was
Yeah.
by points,
What do
and
you say?
anybody else. I think if he fought anybody else, he probably gets to win. I don't know. Sean just has that
Hmm.
charisma, that people just follow into. What you think, Sway?
No, yeah, Lil J made a good ass point though. Yeah, he had 6 takedowns. I had to rewatch that fight again too, and yeah, he didn't really do much on the ground and takedowns and shit. Yeah, he was controlling time, but was he doing really much damage? Not really, man. No, this. I mean, to be fair, this fight should have been a draw. Do a rematch, but like you said, Lil
The
J, fucking whenever a fighter has a little pep to his name, like you don't count his name or whatever, the judges are gonna give it to him. And yeah, it is what it is at this point.
like Conor McGregor, even like this is like it just feels like we're gonna see another Conor McGregor blow up or something, like
And
Sean.
you're right too though, bro. I mean, this happens plenty of times with other fights, bro. This shit needs to stop. Like I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
I'll agree with that. I think maybe something they could do possibly is putting more people on the panel. Like there's only like 3 judges. Maybe there needs to be 10. That makes the scoring a lot more, in depth if there's 10 people scoring it as opposed to 3. I don't see the UFC changing it. You guys do have to understand it's a business. Us as fans, we're like, man, he got robbed, but them, they didn't get robbed. Sean O'Malley's about to do really good things for the UFC. So honestly, I wish him the best. I'm not the biggest O'Malley fan. After this fight, I got to give it to him. He won on paper, and if he continues to win, we'll go back and look at this fight and say that this was the
Maybe he did win, right? You're right.
level. So, all in all, there has been some real bad calls, but this one may actually benefit the UFC.
True.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Like one last thing, who y'all think is next for O'Malley?
Cheeto.
Cheeto.
Yes, sir.
rematch.
Cheeto.
That makes sense.
100%. And if there's anybody in that division who deserves a title shot right now, it's Vera. So if they sidetrack Vera with O'Malley fight, I would say no if I was Vera. I would be looking for that fight. He's in his prime right now. And I could honestly see him being a guy that puts Aljo to the test. So I don't think O'Malley puts Aljo to the test if you give him that right now. So I hope the UFC makes a smart decision. Somebody else in the top 5 is next for O'Malley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Piotr Jan, if he leaves the promotion out, there's a lot of question marks there. So I'm not even gonna ask y'all who you think is next, since he might be leaving the fucking UFC, and he's one of the greatest technical fucking bandweights we've seen. To be honest, it's crazy how he got robbed. I don't know. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, man. What do you think's next for Oliveira?
For Vera?
Charles Oliveira.
Oh, Charles Oliveira. I honestly think him and Dariush should fight, but honestly, Dariush is on an 8-fight win streak. I wouldn't risk that because he might lose, and then he kind of falls out of that place. But I honestly think he should, if not Charles, I think he should just get the winner of the Dustin and Chandler.
I like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That makes sense, honestly. Oliveira. Dariush or fuck, someone. I don't know.
Yeah, I
We- we-
see for sure.
Dustin and Dariush. That would be a banger, bro.
We all know what's next for Islam. I mean, UFC said it, Dana White said it before even the fight happened with Islam and Oliveira. It's gonna be Volkanovski versus Islam. What y'all think about that? We can talk about that.
Islam.
Yeah, I gotta chime in here. I think that's a really bad fight. Actually, I know
I don't love it.
I know
Yeah, I don't love it either.
the best technical fighters we've ever seen. 100%. Problem is, Islam's too strong. He will close the distance. He will get to you. He down. After this fight, Islam has definitely solidified his position right now. I guarantee he wins his next 3 title fights. Guaranteed. In this fight with Volkanovski, it doesn't make sense for the UFC. I think it's a money grab, and I don't like it.
Right.
It's just because it's in Australia, and I mean, like, I don't know. Volk is number 1 right now. He's just been beating everybody's ass in the division. Even Max Holloway last fight, he really fucked him up. That it just doesn't make sense. It's only because they're in Australia, so they're just saying fuck it. I feel like so.
And I mean, like you said, Bartho, he beat everyone in his fucking division. He deserves, I guess, go another weight class and fight. But like Lil J said, bro, this shit, come on. Islam got this shit in the bag. He's fighting Volkanovski.
Doesn't it feel like Jan Blachowicz versus Adesanya?
It does, low key.
Right?
But and then Volkanovski, he's too small compared to Islam, bro. I don't know.
Volkanovski could balloon though. Like he could put he could put on some weight after making that 155. I feel like because he used to play rugby and he was like 220 pounds, just straight muscle too.
We'll see though, man. We'll see about that shit. But let's talk about the UFC for this weekend though, man. It's fight nights and shit. I got a couple fights we can talk about. Tim Means versus Max Griffin. Tim Means is 38 years old, 32-13, 1 draw to his name. Max Griffin, 36 years old, 18-9. They're both 3-2 in the last 5 fights. I think I'm gonna go with Max Griffin in this one, bro. Either Max Griffin, knockout, or TKO.
What division? What division is this fight in?
Welterweight.
Yep, there you go.
Man, everybody's saying Tim Means is like the guy you got to pass to freaking get to that next level because he's such a good veteran. So if Griffin gets Tim Means, I think he'll start to be in the mix.
Right. I mean, for sure, he had a real close fight with Griffin. I mean, with Magny, the last one.
Yeah,
Griffin, it was super close, dude. I think he can hang with Means. I think for sure Max Griffin got this in the bag. It's a good test for him though, for sure.
Yeah, I'd agree with that one too. I like Griffin here. Fighting Neil Magny is a massive step up in competition compared to Tim Means. And like touched on what Bart said, Tim Means is one of those guys. He's a solid veteran, but I don't know if Griffin deploys the right game plan, obviously he's gonna make him look easy.
Yeah, definitely agree. Let's talk about the main event, man. Calvin Kattar versus Arnold Allen. Calvin Kattar is 23-6, 34 years old. Arnold Allen is 28 years old, 18-1. But Arnold Allen is 9-0 in the UFC. We all know Calvin Kattar, he gets a lot of fucking main event fights, 5-round fights most of the time, a lot of the time actually. And man, it's tough for me. It's tough for me because Arnold Allen has never experienced a 5-round fight in the UFC. But I'm gonna roll the dice and say fuck it. I'm gonna go with Arnold Allen, bro. He looks good. He's sharp. He's good all around. He's good on the ground. He got them hands and shit. I'm just worried about the late rounds. That's about it. What y'all got?
Man, he's beat some great names too, like Sodiq Youssef. That's a pretty good name,
Who did?
Hooker,
Allen.
Arnold Allen.
Okay.
He knocked out Hooker too.
Yeah, he knocked him out. He won via KO. He's got most of his fights go to decision, but he's got 2 submissions and 1 knockout in the UFC. But I gotta roll with Arnold Allen. Calvin Cooter, I don't know. I feel like when Max Holloway just beat him down, he just lost like a little bit of his, I don't know. He just lost it a little bit after that Max Holloway fight, His confidence isn't as high as it was because he got beat the fuck up that day. Even Dana was like, "Man, take this guy to the hospital right now." I got Arnold Allen though. He looks great, like you said, Sway. 9-0 in the UFC. He wants to get to the double digits. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna Arnold Allen here too. I think his 9-0 in the UFC is it's a pretty strong 9-0. A lot of guys, Sean Brady, we've seen this weekend. He was undefeated in the UFC too, but his level of competition wasn't as good as Arnold Allen. So I like Arnold Allen here, even though Kattar's a good fighter. So it is a scary fight. I'm gonna roll the dice here with you, Sway. I'm gonna Arnold Allen in this one.
Yeah, man.
The odds are super close too, right?
Yeah.
For Arnold Allen, it's Phil Hawes is also fighting Saturday. So
yeah, I'm afraid of him.
I'm gonna
he's the dog too.
I'm gonna take Phil Hawes. They have him at minus 170 here, but I'll take him. And Cooter and Arnold Allen are both minus 110, so it's a pick 'em.
Bet. That's what we got for this Saturday, UFC Fight Night and shit. UFC 281 is coming real soon, man. It's like 2 weeks away. That's gonna be a good one. Izzy versus Piero and shit.
Yeah, 280 to be really nice as well. So we're in for some good pay-per-views coming up.
Yes, sir. Let's talk about the World Series, man. We got the Astros versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Who y'all got? This is an interesting World Series.
You go first.
Nice. You said what?
I said,
man, it's a 50-50 coin flip here. Pick 'em. I like the hungrier team. I'm gonna go Philadelphia. They made it here. It's gonna be a real steep test. But if they punch Houston in the mouth, Houston hasn't lost in the World Series. You don't know how that's gonna go for a team. It could really not work in their favor, So I'm gonna go Philly here. I'm gonna go Phillies in 7 games.
Let's
go.
Let's go, Sway. That's what you said.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go with you, Lil J. I said the same thing. Phillies in Game 7. Like you said, bro, they made their way to the fucking World Series. They be good ass fucking teams. And man, the Astros are beatable. I know they're 7-0 the postseason. That shit is scary though. Like they're cooking up at the right time. But the Phillies are too, and their bats are fucking clicking, like all around 1 through 9 batting lineup. Man, I just want Bryce Harper to get his fucking ring, man. He deserves one. And I'm kind of getting like national vibes when they beat the Houston or the Braves when they beat Houston last year. I'm kind of getting those vibes with the Phillies, man. So I'm gonna rock with that one. Phillies in Game 7. What you got, Joe? Or Bar?
Let me just say this: the Phillies, out of all teams that made the playoffs, had the least wins at 87. So, and the Astros, I think, had the most. If I'm not, if I'm
No, Dodgers did.
no,
Dodgers.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Astros had the most in the AL because I know the Yankees only had like 99. The Astros hit 100. But if the Astros win Game 1, I think it's over. Phillies got to win Game 1. That's all I'm saying. If Phillies win Game 1, I got Phillies in 7. If the Astros win Game 1, I got them in Astros in 5.
I would say, we all know who's pitching Game 1 for the Astros.
Yeah.
Justin Verlander. He's very beatable, bro.
Yeah, he's.
What you got, Joe?
This
My
playoffs.
bad.
Shit. Super close series, I guess. Obviously the books don't say it's close, but I assume I agree that it's super close. I think Phillies are getting hot. They just got hot at the right time, and that's let them here. Wild card team. And they're doing all the right things. Like you said, Bryce Harper, he got to get this ring.
Sure.
It's fucking hard, dude. It really is. But I like the underdog right in the fucking heat that they're doing right now. And like you said, Verlander pitching tomorrow, he's very beatable. We've seen him choke a couple times this season. I think the Astros are very beatable, dude. Especially with this Phillies team and what they're doing.
Yeah, for sure. It's tough because the bullpen right now for the Astros in the postseason, it's been real fucking
good. It's been brutal. It's been brutal.
They're brutal. They're fucking brutally good, bro. They're so fucking good.
I'm gonna though. My last thing on this World Series. If the Phillies do win, call me crazy. I don't know the number on this. I like Kyle Schwarber MVP. He's been there. He's gonna be that leader. So sometimes that guy comes in the form of a leader on the bench where he's like getting the guys up and always keeping them in the game, or it comes in the form of stats. And for Schwarber here, I don't know. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say Schwarber has 3 home runs in this series and a big one in Game 7. I'm going to go Kyle Schwarber, MVP.
I guarantee that he'll have at least one big home run in this series that will be a deciding factor in the game. I guarantee. Kyle Schwarber is like that when it comes to crunch time.
For sure. Hell yeah. Kyle Schwarber, he could, like, when he's hot, bro, he's hot. Like, you'll keep on hitting.
And he's hot right now.
Joe, look that number up because I know you're quick with it.
What? Kyle Schwarber? I mean, the
odds.
I would say, I want to say one more thing. Man, if the Astros win the World Series, there is a lot of fucking money on the Astros if they win, bro.
It's a liability for them, for sure.
Mattress Mac is crazy. He's got a $75 million
it's plus 1,300
ticket riding. Plus 1,300. That's a decent little flyer right there. A series long flyer plus.
Yeah, Kyle Schwarber 1,300. That's not bad.
I think it's like
5 o'clock.
I think it's like David versus Goliath. You know, like you got the team that's fucking that won the least games, and then we have this freaking monster who's good in every
going through everybody.
Good in starting pitching. They've got the whole rotation set. They got the relievers set. They got the hitting. But in postseason, the baseball is entirely different. It's entirely different. Like, you know, like you see teams that are 6 seeds all the time that come back and win and beat these teams.
Wait, so who you got, Bart?
If the
oh yeah, you said it. Yeah.
Phillies win in Game 1, I got Phillies in 7. If Astros win Game 1, Astros in 5.
I feel it. All right, that's what we got for MLB, man. World Series and shit. Let's talk about NFL this Sunday. It's good games and shit. It's good bets to bet on.
We going to London? Are we going to London? How you do a British accent?
Here we go.
How do you do British accent?
Hell no. But let's talk about the first game. Broncos versus the Jaguars. Who y'all got?
I got the fucking Jaguars.
Same.
No, I'm lying to y'all.
Wow.
I got under 39.5, and I got Broncos winning like fucking 16-10.
Oh,
Who you got,
that's
Joe?
100%. I think this is a good spot for the Broncos. I mean, honestly, Wilson has fucking been terrible this year, bro. But I mean, he gotta figure it out, dude. And yeah, give me the points plus 2.5. We'll see what the fuck happens.
What you got on there?
Broncos here. I don't really like it though. I'm gonna stay away from this game.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know. Give me a vintage Russell Wilson performance, dude. He's had a lot of games this year in prime time. That's bad on a first year head coach. Everybody's giving that guy shit. It's hard to get the whole world's watching. Same for Wilson, you know. He's in a different system. I like the Broncos here and plus points.
Yeah, the Broncos are plus 2.5 on DraftKings. I would alternate that just in case to plus 3.5. That's minus 138.
Or put it in the teaser. It'll be good. I think it'll be a close game.
Right now. What do you got this one?
Man, I'm the only one who got the Jaguars. I'm not confident in it though. But guys, please remind me the running back's name for the Jaguars. Not James Robinson, obviously.
Travis Etienne.
Travis,
there you go.
He's a beast.
I got him for a touchdown. That's what I like for that game. James Robinson, he should get more carries now. And he's been good whenever he gets the ball.
Absolutely. Hey, the Rams are looking up getting rid of Cam Akers, and they were in the Bills and the Jaguars are the two front runners. I don't see the Bills getting them. They got Zach Moss, they got Singletary. They don't run the ball much. I think Cam Akers actually might land in Jacksonville. I don't think the organization trusts that kid yet, but I like Travis Etienne. He was a dog in Clemson, so
yep.
I like
that'd be crazy.
That'd
be crazy.
Denver's pretty good in allowing they're fourth in rush yards allowed, and they've only allowed 3 rushing touchdowns this year, which is the best in the league, number 1. So I like Travis Etienne, but I would alternate I would see his rushing plus receiving yards and do like over 75.
All right.
That's what I like for that game. So I like the Travis Etienne and I like the Broncos plus 3.5.
Bet. That's what we got. Broncos versus the Jaguars. Let's talk about the Bears versus the Cowboys. The Bears are at Dallas. I'm gonna rock with the Bears plus 9.5. I feel like it's a lot of points, man. I don't know. Like the Cowboys are not a dominant team. It might whoop our ass, whoop the Bears' ass this Sunday. Who knows? But I think that's a lot of points, man. I got Bears plus 9.5.
It's in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a tough one. I think Dallas. I'll take Dallas. I'll take Dallas in the points, man. They've been wrecking. Their defense has been wrecking us quarterbacks, but I'll take Dallas in the points.
What? So you have a 9.5, minus 9.5.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Alternate to minus 6.5.
All right. What you got, Joe?
Man, I'm gonna have to. I'm probably not gonna dabble in this game because it's a difficult game for the Bears. But we've seen how they did in New England away in a very hostile environment and went outright too. So yeah, I like the points too, man. I think they have a good chance of covering it if Justin Fields is letting him loose like he was the last game. Doing his plays how he was. I think we have a good chance of covering this number, or at least not get blown out. You see how good the defense is playing. Yeah, give me the points.
Yeah, here I'm actually going to go with Dallas as well. I don't know. It's a bad bounce back game for Justin Fields. Dallas's defense has been putting an incredible amount of pressure on quarterbacks. Fields hasn't really showed me anything that would make me think otherwise. I don't know. I see him going down at least 4 times, and I see a defensive touchdown for the Cowboys. Man, it's a steep 9.5 though. That's a lot of points. But give me Dallas minus 9.5 here.
So the Bears. So look at this. The Bears have the most sacks allowed with 27. And if you look at the defense and you look at sacks, the Cowboys have the most with 29. So I think that's a great play, Lil J. Because the Cowboys have been putting so much pressure on the quarterbacks that it's just gonna be hard for us to even get anything going. Hopefully we win though.
Yeah, real quick, I just feel it's hard for the Bears to score points. We've seen it last week, but we haven't seen it all season, and we know Dallas could put points up. I also got a big game coming from Tony Pollard here.
Ooh, yeah.
I was gonna bring that up. No Zeke Elliott, man. He's out for this week. I like Tony Pollard touchdown as well for this game.
Yeah, what do you guys got on this Thursday game tonight? Ravens versus Tampa Bay.
I got the Ravens allow like the 28th most pass yards in the league, so I got over 275 pass yards for Tom Brady, 1 interception for Tom Brady, and plus 3.5 Buccaneers.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about this game, but I think I'm gonna roll with Buccaneers. Fuck it, I'm just roll with them. They've been playing awful lately, but I think this is the bounce back, man. Thursday night game at Tampa. I think they got it.
Yeah, man. The line movement in this game has been weird. Everything in this game has been weird. But I feel like this is one of the spots where the favorite doesn't lose, and obviously we see the Bucks are favorites now. So give me the Bucks. Give me the Bucks here. I like Lenny to get in there, get in there, fucking for his second rushing and week 8 barely for second rushing touchdown. So give me Lenny to get in there, and yeah, Bucks money line.
And just to say something real quick, the Bucks have only allowed 4 rushing touchdowns this year through 8 weeks, so they've been good. With
it's the passing that's killing them, and let's not act like Lamar Jackson's passing is elite. But the passing has been what's been killing the Bucks.
Let's see if he can make it happen.
I like the Ravens here. It's a tough game, and I just feel like Brady doesn't have that same continuity he had in the offense, and the defense is beat up for the Bucks. And I don't like a beat up defense in a primetime game, so I'm just gonna go with the fresher legs here. I like Baltimore to win by a touchdown tonight.
Yeah, -7.
All right. Let's talk about the next game, Raiders versus the Saints. I like Devontae Adams to score a touchdown. Depending if Lattimore is out again for like the 3rd fucking straight week, I like that. I'll even take the fucking Raiders to win. I'm gonna just be risky with that one. But I got Adams touchdown. And also, Josh Jacobs, man, he's been killing it for the past few weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll with that as well.
Touchdown for Josh Jacobs. The Raiders have allowed the 3rd least yards in the league, rushing yards. So I don't see the Saints really getting their run game going, and their pass game isn't really all that. So I really got the Raiders here. I think the Raiders. I'll take the Raiders minus. I'd alternate the spread to -6.5.
You got them by a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, the Raiders. Obviously Raiders money line. You're giving me -110 for the Raiders against a Saints team that's not that great. And like you said, the run game is. I mean, it's only Kamara. Who else do they have really in that team? Michael Thomas is out. There's not much going on there. Yeah, give me the Raiders here, money line.
Yeah, I like Raiders in this one too. I think the Raiders started off really slow, and they're a great team on paper. They can figure it out, which I'm just gonna predict they do. I like them this week and in the weeks coming. I feel like we're gonna start to see them take off. They're establishing the run game. They got a solidified number 1 wide receiver. If they could get Darren Waller going, this is a scary team. Give me Las Vegas by a touchdown as well.
Let's go. Bart, you said who you got already?
I got Raiders -6.5, and give me my boy Josh Jacobs to get in the end zone. Josh
Bet. That's what we got. Raiders versus the Saints. Let's talk about the next game. Panthers versus the Falcons. I got Marcus Mariota to score a touchdown. I feel like this Panthers defense is gonna make Mariota scramble a lot. and Patterson's out. The rookie running back from the Falcons, he scored one last week, but I think Mariota gets one in this week, man. What y'all got? Falcons versus Panthers.
Oh, go ahead, Bart.
I got the Falcons -4. I'll take the points. Or I'm gonna take the Falcons -4. I just don't think the Panthers, even after that win, I still don't think they're a better team than Atlanta.
No,
What you got, Joe?
yeah, same as Bart, dude. I'm going -4 too. Falcons been covering machines this whole fucking season so far. I think they're like what 7-1 against the spread or
Yeah, it
something
was
like
just
that.
the last one that fucked them over.
Right, the last game, right, and like you said, the Falcons they could put up some points, bro. They could put up points, but I think they're better. All as a whole team, they're better than the Panthers. So give me the Falcons -4 here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go actually with the Panthers points in this one. I feel like the books might be trying to sway us into the Falcons a little bit. I could be wrong. I don't think Falcons have been minus points all season, and
No, first time actually.
the numbers do tell you
They're
can't.
plus money, aren't they?
No.
No, they're Panthers are +4.
Oh yeah, they're +4, right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so in this, give me the Panthers +4. I think they established a run game without McCaffrey. That's massive for Carolina if they're running the football and they just got rid. So give me the Panthers here +4.5. I got Falcons winning, but I definitely think this game's going to be decided by a field goal.
Also, the number is pretty low. 41.5. I don't know why the number is that low. 41.5, that's fucking low as fuck. I think this could turn into a shootout. And ultimately, the Falcons are gonna win, like you said. But over 41.5 is I like that a lot too.
Bad man. So we got Panthers versus the Falcons. Talk about the next game. Steelers versus the Eagles. I got Jalen Hurts to score a touchdown, the Eagles to win. The defense of the Steelers, they're gonna have Hurts scrambling, man. I got him to score a touchdown, the Eagles to win.
I got AJ Brown over 66.5 receiving yards, and the Eagles. I'm gonna alternate that spread to -6.5.
Joe?
It's at
Uh,
-10.5 right now, and money line is -475 for the Eagles. So it's
yeah. Honestly, bro, I'm going -10.5 in this one for the Eagles. It's a big number, but you seen last time Steelers were +10.5. They got blown the fuck out the house, and they were away. And this fucking environment with the Eagles right now at home is just insane. I don't think the Steelers can even keep up with this team, this at home, let alone at home. So give me the Eagles -10.5, and like I like Hurts touchdown too as well.
Yeah, I like the Eagles and the Steelers. Their best performance of the season is going to be the Bucs win. They beat a beat up Bucs team. They're all over the place. I like the Eagles here by a touchdown. I honestly I never bet higher than a touchdown because it is professional and it is tough to cover those numbers. But I could Eagles blowing them out here. And I don't see Mitch Trubisky or Pickett, whoever's back there, keeping up pace with the Eagles offense.
Or their defense. Eagles defense may fuck their ass up.
I see a lot more mistakes out of Pittsburgh on the offensive side of the football than I do for Philly. So, and that's the equalizer in the game. Because
go ahead.
If Pittsburgh defense plays good, it's close. But I don't see it being close here.
No. And the Eagles, they're one of the teams in the NFL that start off so hot in the first half of the game. So, and I also like -3 for the first quarter at -112 here. That shit, they're gonna start off hot for sure. I see it being maybe 10-0 at the end of the first quarter.
How about the Patriots and the Jets? I got the Jets, man. Money line +115.
Yeah, I got Jets as well.
Yeah, this is an ugly game for me.
Yeah, this is a game. I'm gonna stay away here. I'm gonna go Jets. I like the defense. The defense has been all over the field. I like Jets by a field goal.
They're young, but I think they get it done, even against Bill Belichick. They want to beat Bill bad. I feel like.
Yeah. If I had to pick, I'll probably take the points +2.5. It'll be a close one. If they're giving me points, I'm gonna take them.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, give me the Jets, and it'll be a close one for sure. Because Patriots are coming off the L, but they're not good either. But the Jets are good right now, so it's
Jets are decent. What are they? 5-2?
yeah, 5-2.
Yep.
5-2.
But
Yep.
that's what we got for the Patriots versus the Jets. Talk about Dolphins versus the Lions, bro. Why the fuck is the Dolphins spread so low? I understand DeAndre Swift is coming back for the Lions, but come on, man. I got Dolphins covering the spread, bro. Or alternating -3. What y'all got?
The line is a little fishy for sure. I think it's only because Lions have been losing a lot and they play hard at home. But yeah, I don't see how the Lions are going to be able to keep up with the Dolphins here. This is a good matchup for Raheem Mostert too. Give me Raheem Mostert to get a touchdown here, and I also like the spread -3.5.
Yeah, classic Dan Campbell game for me. He'll keep it close for a little bit. It may be close, but I don't see Detroit coming out winners in this game. I don't see any path to victory here. I really don't.
I'll take a +3 first half for the Lions.
That's a good.
All right.
Solid.
Yeah. Let's just run through the last these games real quick. But what we got next? Wait,
Vikings versus the Cardinals. I got Cardinals +3.5. Hopkins coming back for the Cardinals. That helps a lot with the offense. James Conner might coming back. He looks healthy, ready to go. Practice today. So I got Cardinals +3.5 being the Vikings.
wow, Sway, you just shocked me.
Yes,
No,
sir.
100%, 100%. I feel like this is the fishy line of the week here. They want you to take the Vikings at home here, and I think the Cards are just gonna come out and play hard too. Give me the +3.5.
It's gonna be close.
I'm a ride with dollar Marco in this one. I'm gonna take Arizona Cardinals money line. I actually really like it. I feel like Kyler Murray have a lot of continuity with D Hop, get the run game going. The Vikings, they're bound to lose. Like Kirk Cousins has these games, and that's gonna be one of these this week. Give me 2 picks from Kirk Cousins.
Oh.
I
I like over 45.5 alternate, and I'm gonna be the only one with the Vikings here, -195 money line.
All right. That's what we got. Cardinals versus the Vikings. Let's talk about Titans versus the Texans. Give me fucking Derrick Henry touchdown. Titans to win, man. Let's go. What y'all got?
I agree.
I really like whatever yards Derrick Henry has over. I don't care if it's 100 because
he's gonna eat.
And the Texans cannot stop the run at all. So
hey, give me a Derrick Henry 50+ yard touchdown this week.
Oh wow.
Derrick Henry's gonna expose. That defense already exposed, but
we might get a stiff farm.
We got less than a minute here, so man.
Just running quick. Hold on, I got you. Just running real quick. Giants versus Seahawks. I got the Giants +3. Barkley touchdown. What y'all got? Just say what y'all got.
I got Giants +3.
Giants +3.
Giants +3.
Yeah, they hot right now, man. Colts versus the Commanders. It's tough, man. Rookie, he started debut against for the Colts. I got Pittman, man. Pittman scored a touchdown against the Commanders.
Yeah, I got JT touchdown. He only got one in the year, and I think it's fucking time.
Yeah, give me
definitely
as well.
I got over 39.5 and the Colts to win.